fun.
Yeah, happy Father's Day to you, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. It was an enjoyable day. I mowed the grass. I didn't have to worry about severe weather. The kids could enjoy it.
Did some dad stuff?
I did some dad stuff. I bought the kids a big blow-up slide, water slide.
Nice.
So every kid in the neighborhood loves me right now, including my kids. And their parents. That's right. That was a nice day, thankfully, after Thursday night's severe weather, last night's severe weather, where we had 50 to 60 was common across the entire state. We had wind gusts near 90.
Terrible damage.
In some parts of the state with damage. All right, let's show this video, you guys, and we'll see. This is all of our trackers were out and about. They put a lot of miles down, and this is the first tornado we had from Valinami Castor, a widely broad area of low pressure, mesoscale, produced a couple wind gusts down at the surface, a little couple spin ups, and these changed over from the hail and wind to big time wind, and this is from Jim Gardner and Bob Mills Sky News 9, as he went up towards the Tulsa areas. They had a widespread wind event where 60 to 70 to 80 to a couple pockets of 90-mile-per-hour wind. We're talking about an EF1 type tornado damage possible in a couple locations. Again, this unfortunately did cause one death and also a lot of power outages, and they're going to be cleaning up here across the Tulsa area and Green Country for the remaining week to maybe a couple weeks. And this is another product of those thunderstorms. A lot of lightning. Look at this bolt that's reaching up from the ground to make that connection, and that person, I'm sure, was a little startled when they watched that video. Look at the power outages here, still ongoing. This is current power outages right now. Here across Oklahoma County, 10,000, 2,000 off down towards the south and off towards the northeast. We're talking about over 160,000 customers, and average maybe 2 to 2.5 people at least in a home. We're talking about nearly 1/4 to 500,000 people up here to the northeast without power. So the widespread, big-time wind event, and I can't stress enough, it's quiet. Enjoy it. We don't have to worry about severe weather. We don't have to talk about severe weather. We don't have to just stay weather aware. It is patio weather here this evening, so enjoy Dad and enjoy just the nice peaceful weather, because look what happened over the last 36 hours. A couple of those brief tornadoes west of Laverne out towards Beaver County, and then again all those wind reports here across the metro. Thankfully, the highest winds were just up to the north of the metro, but we still experienced 50 to 60. A lot of rain has come down with these storms over the last 24 to 36 hours. Not heavy rain. It never really set up and trained over the same area. They kept on moving, but some pockets, and even down the Panhandle in Beaver County, loving that. Just looking at the storm tracker's views before the storms developed last night was amazing. Green grass across the Oklahoma Panhandle. There's that big spin of low pressure, very strong area of low pressure and jet stream for this time of the year, but the pattern is changing. You notice these are not sliding to the south and heading our way. That area of high pressure aloft is starting to strengthen up, and that will allow these temperatures, 90s and 100s, to surge across the state as we head over the next couple of days. So there's that area of low pressure. Here comes the big bubble of high pressure, sinking air, very little in the way of rain chances overall this week. But depending on how this goes, if it comes right on top of us, none. But if it drifts just to the west, we'll get a little northwest flow, and occasionally a complex of thunderstorms can develop out of Colorado, Kansas, and slide to the south. That could give us some late evening, overnight chances of rain. But overall, the faucet has been turned off, and we're going to see lots of sunshine and maybe a cool down by the end of the 9-day period. 83 degrees right now. It is quiet out there. Again, these 80s will fall through the 70s, and comfortable humidity here this evening as we're looking at middle 60s for the overnight with light winds. Tomorrow, humidity increases, lots of sunshine, low to mid to near 100-degree high temperatures down across southwest Oklahoma. So grab the shades. UV index will be in the very high category tomorrow, as we'll stay in the 90s on Tuesday as well. And there's that chance of a late evening thunderstorm on Wednesday. So here comes summer here, folks. Dana, you love this forecast because that means a lot of pool weather here, and those 90s continue through the 9-day period.